Good early afternoon, 12:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So it was inevitable that XRP, and it needed to happen sooner rather than later. We needed some kind of significant pullback, and we needed to retest that $2.22 area. And we've had our first chance here. We came down from $2.92 and we pushed down rather quickly, about a 22% drop here. We seen in the morning update that it looked like we could have created a Batman top. And now it looks like we've got this little bit of a channel formed here. So the question is here, was that enough of a consolidation down? We were able to make sure $2.22 did not break down. But now is this kind of like where we build a shoulder here, or do we continue up? If we don't want to build a shoulder and have this like a bearish breakdown, because honestly it back tested the fair value gaps. It's held the 222 area, which was our first technical target out of the descending wedge that started in 2018. And then we had the swing high to the swing low that took until March of 2020, and we know the rest. It took almost 7 years to finish that pattern formation. But our first target out of the descending wedge was $2.22, and that was measuring from 2021 in the wedge, that resistance that we hit in the 2021 bull cycle that we had, and then the low that we were at right before, so we could measure the depth right there. The entirety of this goes to $5.42, and that's measuring the widest part of the descending wedge. So that can get us to 542, but you've got to hold certain layers so that you can prove that we don't need further consolidation. The first one is $2.22. The second one would be $1.98, and that was the 2021 high in the bull cycle. Then you would have the dollar, it's right around $1.60, some $1.60 and some change, but these are the main areas. The main test we needed, though, was we needed a significant back test. We needed to ease off a little bit. There was so much up, and the higher we go, the less chance there is that it would end up breaking in our favor. But it did come down and have a 22% drop. It's just, we can very clearly see there could be a head formation. So to invalidate that, we want to start pushing up out of here. This is still just very early, though, in the cycle for XRP. We don't know how big the retracement is. The ones who are really panicking right now are the swing traders, or the ones who bought in, kind of like we call them the Johnny-come-lately, but they decided to buy in after it's already up and had a massive candle. So instead of buying it at 50 cents when it was sitting there for damn near 2 years, all of a sudden they were willing to buy it at 250, 280. There's a lot of people that are, unfortunately, they bought in at 285, 290, and now they're down 15, 20% right off the bat, and they don't know what hit them. What the hell? Thought this was the golden ticket here. It was from 35 cents, but it's a little more tricky when you get into these areas. So, but this is our first substantial, consolidation here and the entire way up. So this is where, with how big of a rally it was, I would be shocked if it was creating an M-topping reversal that it would do at the half heart. I said this before when we were in a big rally. It's been a while because we haven't had a big rally like this in some time. But it'd be shocking for me if it just came down like this and everybody would say, oh, it pulled the Batman top. I think that's a little cheap. In the smaller time frames you can see it, but I think to truly pull a Batman top here. What is going on here, TradingView? When I can't delete this? Man, TradingView is just so weird now. They switched the delete button with whatever the hell this... Oh, I see what's going on here. You got to do it on the side now. This is so weird. Well, what can I say? What can I say? It won't even let me delete this now. You got... Oh, it's over here. They expanded that bar. That's so weird. It was underneath there. I didn't even see it. So TradingView always adds stuff. But anyhow, for this to For it be a appropriate M, I kind of feel like it would have to go boom and then make the M, you know, and make the actual topping reversal if that's the way we're going. And then we could start building out to something like this. And then if this was really the way it would end. So it doesn't feel like it could just end here. But then again, you know, it could just be we had that massive amount of liquidity come in. And then when it dumped out, the massive amount of liquidity and the masses just got rid of it all. But we're so early in the process that I know no matter what it does here, we just had an overzealous, like a big run up here. And we're not even the case. They haven't even exited the case yet as far as the punitive damages. So we've got a lot to look forward to. We got the RLUSD token that's going to be released very shortly, as early as possibly tomorrow. But we did have a catalyst here on why we went down. And remember, this is the value of not just holding XRP, but understanding when we were building in the bear market, the assets that seem sustainable. DGB, even with everything going on today, is still up 20%. So that's good to see. ZIL's up 4%. VChain's up 7%. VThor's up 7.5%. IOTX is basically flat. HBAR is up 7.4%, but it's had an unbelievable rally. IOTA's had a little bit of a pullback from the top, but it's up 38% today. You know, and then like the metals, commodities, just pay attention to them. Just pay attention to them. I was down a little bit yesterday, but it seems to have reversed itself today. So I think I was down like $500 yesterday. First Majestic's up 6.5%. And then it showed that Fortuna Silver Mines was up 10% today as well. So some nice moves here. Nice moves here for the commodities. B2 Gold's up 3%. So it's good to see this. Good to see this. Hopefully this can be some kind of reversal when everybody was paying attention to crypto. Just some good buys there. Some good buys there. Anyhow, so the value is we've got to continue to be visual. We got to pay attention, but there was something that did happen today. There was something that did happen today in South Korea. And I know some of you are hearing about like martial law and things like that and yada yada, fake alien invasions and all this stuff. But we're kind of, I don't want to get into it too much. But we're kind of having a fight right now between, I can't get into it because I don't want to get banned, but something big is going on that doesn't meet the eye right now, and it's something that's going to have massive implications on you and I in the future. But right now, South Korea, the South Korea's president declares martial law, and then literally Bitcoin in South Korea, supposedly on their exchanges, went all the way down to 60,000, and XRP dropped supposedly like that on their exchanges to $1.60, and that's what caused a lot of the volatility over here. But this seems like it's a perfectly placed area for this to happen. So that's what's happening in South Korea. So if you're paying attention, they declared martial law in South Korea. So this is, it's something big's happening, okay? Just let's put it that way. South Korea doesn't just declare martial law, and I know we're not going to hear the real truth or whatever. Just know something big is happening out there. And the reason why crypto is running like this is because we're having a transfer of wealth. And we're also having a transfer of a system. So, you know, like I said, it's not for the good guys with the crypto, but if you want to succeed and you want to stay ahead and you want to stay on track, you've got to fight the same fight they're fighting in the sense of in your pocketbook. So if they're telling you this is the way of the future, how do you get in before it starts? And that's all I've been trying to do for the last few years. You know, and then understanding that I'm betting against this whole thing as well with my precious metals, with the commodities, which honestly, the commodities make me feel, I got to delete this before I see how much Fortuna already ran up. Because then it's going to make me say, oh, hey, it went up 10%. You can make a finesse move because that's what I do with Fortuna. I always sit on First Majestic, though, so I can keep this one up here. So I'm just going to kind of, but it's the same thing. Like, there's opportunity everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I'm barely even up on, I don't have it on this one, but barely even moved on any of these so far now since the rebuy. But there's a lot of stuff going on that doesn't meet the eye. But I'm gonna let this go so I don't say anything I shouldn't say. If you want to hear more, make sure to tune in tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the daily live. I thank everybody. We went over 29,000 subscribers today. I mean, we very well might make a push to 30,000 before the end of the year. Had 260 people join yesterday. Been averaging about 70 people per day since XRP broke $1. Obviously, yesterday with it moving up to ridiculous amounts, and then today it just kind of catapulted and people are subscribing pretty quickly. So I do thank everybody who's subscribing. And the Army, Tom's Army's over 200 members for the first time, so I really appreciate that. So it's been a pretty nice surge. The pay it forward mentality. I was happy to see that. I got a message from YouTube saying congratulations, you hit a milestone. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I do appreciate that. BITUNIX, if you want to trade XRP without a VPN or KYC, you're not sending or receiving from a bank account. That's just kind of a medium of exchange, so to say. So you can trade. But it's my favorite one when it comes to the leverage side of things. Cheapest, most efficient, most honest. And they've got a lot of stuff there. They've even got Cadena, which is part of the ISO framework. They've got Algo and a bunch of others. But HOTCOIN, I have my IOTA, so if you're interested in IOTA, download HOTCOIN. It's just, that's where I've had mine. They put it on there when it was around 12, 13 cents, and I got it for an average of 18 after everything was said and done. And now it's exploding again. They've also got VELO, which I had, which was up about 10, 12% today. So those are the two that I buy on there. And then you can leverage and all that, no KYC or VPN. Crypto.com, if you're looking for DGB, it's very hard to find in the USA. I buy my DGB on there. I have 346,000. And my average is 0.0081 after I bought those extra 46,000. So it did bring it up from the 007 range, which is fine. And then I have my ZIL, VChain, VThor, and IOTX on there as well with the XLM. So, and then I have my Visa debit card that if you don't have the ability in the USA to trade your crypto and put it into like a prepaid position or yada, 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 take advantage of that. Freecrypto.com token as well when you're doing it. So I don't see why not to make free money. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. If you want to send a YouTube super chat, that's fine, but this is a way around it. Or you can join Tom's Army, join the other generous folks. And then if you're looking for XRP healthcare in the USA or abroad, the only place that I can buy and sell it right now is on Albank. And I know you have to work around it. It says it doesn't work in our region, but it does. And yeah, I showed a live demonstration of me doing it. So if you're looking for profits out of there, I said it when it was up 1,300%. Now it's having its retracement. So, but this is a long-term prophecy. So stay blessed, everybody. And I hope this found you well in some way or another.